Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is make sure I change my stream key properly because I have two accounts. Wait for the display to come up on the stream thingy. Okay, good. So, I got some changes to make today. 2 pages worth of... No, it's well, more like 1.5. Read the description if you want to know what this thing's about. Anyway, I'm just going to make some miscellaneous revisions to not really explain them too much. Well, I am going to explain them, but only go so much. I did all the math and stuff off stream where applicable. So first off, I forgot to specify that all Dungeon 1 items are going to be item level 63 items. By the way, Dungeon 2 items no longer exist because the Dungeon 1 items are turned or made to replace the Dungeon 2 items, and that relevant quest chain no longer requires Dungeon 1 items to complete. Instead, it rewards you with them. But I had to do that. Jeez, I actually don't remember why right now off the top of my head. Oh, yeah, it's because of the end game reward structure. First, you get a fresh 60 if greens and shit like that. And then you get to item level 63, character level 58 blues from 10 and 20 man raids, such as Stratholm and Inner Blackrock Depths and Upper Blackrock Spire and Lower Blackrock Spire. And then you get maybe a few item level 63, character level 58 epics from said raids, and from getting exalted to various factions and by crafting them and other such means. Then you do 40-man raids, which give you the best stuff in the game, which are item level 65 epics. Just trying to go... in order to have Dungeon 2 stuff in the game, I'd have to either A, make Dungeon 1 stuff suck compared to most stuff from Dungeon, from 10-man raids, and 20-man raids. Either A, it would have to suck in comparison to that stuff, or B, Dungeon 2 would have to be better than that stuff, and therefore be like halfway between epic and non-epic, and that would just be too powerful for the reward structure I'm trying to go for. There just isn't room in the game for Dungeon 2. The way I'm doing it. I'm trying to make this not be an endless treadmill. There's supposed to be an end. You're supposed to be eventually able to get to that carrot and keep that carrot forever without it getting taken away from you on a major patch. By the introduction of new gear and a new tier of shit. That just makes the game even more bloated and unbalanced by making gear get too powerful for your character level. Anyway, gear is not going to be too powerful for your character level. And I'm going to remember here to make all Dungeon 1 items be item level 63, character level 58. Well, item level 63 blue items without a character level requirement. Aside from the quest stuff. Now, what the hell am I going to do here? I wasn't even looking at this, so. Lots of items will be changed. Oh, yeah, so. All equipable rewards from the dungeon set one quest chains, which, in case you forgot, the D2 sets were removed from the game, and these quests... Where did it say it did that? The D1 sets will all be... Oh! It already says it here. Okay. Never mind. I don't have to say it there. I forgot I put it there. Okay. Next up. Somewhere in this art there will be a goblin that sells epic mounts that basically act as gold sinks. Because, as you saw in Vanilla Classics during Phase 5, mounts can be very effective gold sinks. With people doing so much and spending so much money to get mounts. And all that money has to come from somewhere. And even if it won't get everyone, it at least gets some people. Anyway, there's going to be a gold sink in the form of... is there a content edition section here? Section division. No. Items edition. It goes under item additions and related changes. Furthermore, a new mounts vendor non-fat goblin mount vendor with no faction who is neutral to the alliance, friendly to the alliance and horde will be added to an obscure added to some place in Azhara who sells unique epic mount of standard speed epic mount speeds. These mounts have no racial restrictions but have standard writing skill restrictions, and said mount vendor has a friend who can teach you to ride these mounts for the standard fee, for the standard prices. The mounts sold by this vendor include... Oh, geez. Now, how do I actually want to call these? Okay, first I got... Okay, first I gotta look up mount colors. Because I don't remember all this shit off the top of my head. Items, mounts... Okay, which ones say Kodo Beasts? Kodo. No, I want to start off with horses, but... You know what, fuck it. Start off Kodo Beasts. White, brown, gray. Black. Non-epic, non-epic, non-epic. It's also green, teal, purple. I'm gonna rate this down, make it easier for you. White, brown, gray, green, black, teal, purple. Because one of the mounts in the open world are purple for some fucking reason. You know what? Fuck it. Red Kodo Beast. Wrong tab. Let me see here. Red Kodo Beast. Ornate Kodo Beast. Not orange. Ornate Kodo Beast. 9,000 gold. Ornate Kodo Beast. 9k gold. Ornate Red Kodo Beast. 18k gold. And basically, it's going to be like that for every kind of mount. For all 8 species of standard mount. I don't need these little dashes here. Next up, wolf. Alright, let me see here. Brown. White, brown, timber, whatever the hell that... If I recall correctly, that's light brown. Also white, gray, dire, dark brown, which is dire if I recall correctly. Very dark brown, that's off the top of my head. Red, and black. Any other colors? Nope, that's it. Yellow. Yellow wolf. Okay, sure. Yellow wolf. I'm not even thinking about whether or not the mouth would look good. I should do that. Riding on a yellow dog. Okay, sure. Fuck it. Yellow dog. Okay. Red wolf. 9k gold. Ornate wolf. 9k gold. Ornate red wolf. Wait. I'm gonna put red. Yellow. What the hell am I thinking? Yellow. Ornate yellow wolf. 18k gold. Now, next species of mount. Jeez. Rams. Chargers. So these all have Charger in their name? I doubt it. How about I go by... Oh, jeez, I can't go by racial restrictions. Sides. I can go by sides, I guess. Damn it, I can't go by sides. How about Ram? You know, how about I just undefine the colors? A version of a horse, ram, knight, say horse, ram, cat, large, a horse, ram, cat, mechanostrider, wolf, raptor, kodo, and undead steed of unique colors, of a unique color, one color per mount, a horse, ram, cat, mechanostrider, wolf, raptor, kodo, beast, and undead steed of ordinary colors that have unique decorations and are called ornate, that have unique decorations, which cost 9k gold, which cost 9,000 gold. You know, up to 10,000 gold. Nah, actually 9,000 enough. And a horse, ram, cat, mechanostrider, wolf, raptor, kodo, and undead steed of the aforementioned unique colors that have the aforementioned unique decorations and cost 18,000 gold. This'll serve as a very effective as a gold sink whose effectiveness something I should bring up here. The Garage mounts, the black scarabs were very valuable, partially because you could only get them for a limited time. And once the opportunity is gone, you can never ever do it again. That's part of what made it so valuable, but now some people are gonna buy these anyway. And even if most people wouldn't get them, there's enough who would that this should have a jeez. A substantial, though hard to notice. It'd only be hard to notice because you couldn't really measure it that easily. It should have substantial. It should serve as a substantial gold sink. This should keep the economy keep inflation down for another few weeks. An extra few weeks. If it'd be an issue. If inflation would be an issue. Jeez, I gotta word this better. Some people would still get them, and that gold has to come from somewhere. there's still a decent amount of people that'd get them, and that goal is to come from somewhere. Okay. So lightsaber. Swift lightsaber. Okay. Paste. Okay. Added a new mount vendor to Azhara that sells unique mounts, and a guy next to him that sells mounts training for said mounts. Said mounts include the opposite mounts of both factions, and players of both factions can learn to use these NPCs to ride the other faction's mounts. And said mounts are extremely expensive in order to act as a gold sink. If I can just describe that more concisely. Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. Doesn't change a lot. Okay, next up. The Forged Steel for the quest. Forged Steel will be renamed to Forged Copper, and the role of the quest will be renamed to Forged Copper, seeing as how steel is used to make stuff far more powerful than you get from that quest. Forged Steel is a level 10 warrior quest for getting a weapon. It's the one where you have to go and take the metal bars that the Quillborn near the crossroads stole and turn it into an eye level 15 green weapon. That's the character level 10 equivalent weapon. It's green. Anyway, quest changes, quest changes. Here it is, quest changes. The quests named Forged Steel will be renamed to Forged Copper, and the relevant quest item will also be renamed to Forged Copper, seeing as how steel is used to make stuff far more powerful than mere eye level 15 items. This kind of stuff is immersion breaking for nitpicking people. And this is actually not an impactful change, like, at all, except for them. It has no downsides at all, except for the extra work put in. The perfect poison. Okay. Renamed Forged Steel, the quests and the quest item, to Forged Copper. Okay, next up. Steel Arrow Crossbow will be renamed to Steel Handled Crossbow. Because how the fuck does it turn your arrows into steel? Also, it's only level 22. The crossbow is not the same thing as its arrows. It is a dumb name. I looked over every single ranged weapon name in the game, and that was the only offending name, other than rifles and shotguns, but I'll get around to those later. Anyway, item changes. Low quality items. Display changes, HQ items, other. It goes under other. Steel Arrow Crossbow will be renamed to Steel Handled Crossbow. Crossbows are not the same things as the so that its name makes more sense. Crossbows are not the same thing as the arrows which are not necessarily made of steel that they fire. Which don't necessarily have steel that they fire. Contain. As the arrows they fire. Place are not abhorrent. Crossbows and arrows are different things. That's not a good way to describe that. The name makes no sense if the crossbow is out of ammo, especially since it doesn't have magic that makes the arrows have steel arrowheads. And then the arrows wouldn't hit as hard. And then if it did, that'd weaken the arrows if they were of a higher level. If they were, for instance, thorium-headed arrows. Okay. That actually goes here. No, it goes here. Fine. Spell resistance penetration. Paste. Okay. Rename steel arrow crossbow to steel handled crossbow. Not in chat. When I get around to re-itemizing everything. Okay, this goes to the next version of TXT. When I get around to re-itemizing everything. Yes, when I get around to re-itemizing everything. I got to delete that. Make sure that right guns with rifle or shotgun in their name are 2.0 to 3.3 speed weapons like crossbows are. Except the shotguns will be in the slower end of that range. So that's just a note for me. I don't have to put it into changelog. Iron plate buckler will be renamed to something that does not suggest that it's made of iron. This stuff made of iron is far sturdier than that thing is. This is iron plate buckler. This is just nitpicky stuff right now, but there are some more substantial changes later on. That I have, excuse me, that are more substantial changes I have planned for today. So yes, this is that thing. It's only I level 15. It's a reward from a fucking done moral quest. Oh, Lockmodon quest. Excuse me. So yes, item plate buckler. Iron plate buckler. Iron plate buckler will be renamed to copper plated copper plate. Plated buckler. There is indeed an item called plated buckler, except it doesn't actually exist in the game. It's just, it doesn't drop from anything. Plated buckler. This shouldn't conflict with the gray level, character level 63 item that exists on Wowhead, since that item won't be in the game. On Wowhead Classic, since that item won't be in the game. Actually, no, this is a plated buckler. Stuff made of iron. Iron is used to make stuff that has a much higher eye level than 15. Much more powerful than eye level 15 equipment. Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay. Renamed iron plate buckler to plated buckler. Next up, the enchanting ratio the high elves get will come with a disclaimer like the dwarves blacksmithing ratio has. Hunters get relatively used to enchanting, so they're advised to pick a different profession. Okay. That doesn't actually have to go into changelog, but I'm going to do it anyway. No, actually it does. It does have to go into changelog. Hunters have relatively little use for enchanting, and so are advised to pursue a different profession. Copy, arcane affinity, paste. You know, actually, no, I don't have to put it in changelog. Okay. Fell tailoring, its tailoring specialization, will also be forbidden to high elves because I forgot to do that when I added high elves to the game. High elves and so high elves comes before night elves. High elves, night elves, and Tauren. Cannot get it. Fell tailoring will be forbidden to paladins, shamans, druids, high elves, night elves, and Tauren, while lunar tailoring, the other specialization, will only be forbidden to warlocks. Because thematics. Fell tailoring. Okay. Paste. Remember to make fell tailoring be forbidden to high elves. Remember, high elves are the high elves are the ones who stayed behind in Lordaeron after Warcraft 2. And decided not to come back to Kel'Thas after Kel'Thas Sunstrider called them back in the future. Before Classic Plus. Before Vanilla Classic. Anyway. Let me go get some water. I've had a feeling recently that I'm running out of stuff to change before I finally get to itemizing everything. But document cleanup is still good to do. Anyway, all profession quests other than Fell Tailoring and Lunar Tailoring will no longer have class requirements. And that goes under general profession changes. For example, Way of the Weaponsmith. This, in Vanilla Classic, has racial restrictions for some fucking reason. You don't get to do it as a no. What the fuck? Okay, race or class restrictions. except looter and tailoring and gnomish engineering. I mean goblin engineering. Can't take goblin engineering if you're a gnome. Anyway, the way of the weapon. The horror version has class restrictions instead of racial restrictions. I don't fucking know why. Anyway. All profession quests that aren't all profession quests other than those related to gnomish engineering, fell tailoring, lunar tailoring, and obviously class specific stuff, I forgot the wording by the way, will no longer have class restrictions or racial restrictions beyond faction restrictions. Alliance/Horde versions of the quests. Beyond Alliance/Horde versions of the quests. Copy all profession trainers. Paste. Removed race and class restriction from most profession, all profession quests that it makes sense to remove them from. That's how I describe it in the change log. Okay. There's an extra enter key somewhere in section 8. Professions, delete it. Where did I put it? Okay. Doesn't look like it. Hold on, it's not it. Oh, this isn't under professions. It's under general class changes. Oh, I mislabeled it. Never mind. It's under class changes. General class changes. Black lotus oil. Okay. Delete. Okay, good. Save. Now, back to the notes. The notes I suck. Golden scale bracers will require 2 less steel bars to craft, but also require gold bar to craft. What the hell? Look at this. Golden scale bracers. It says golden scale. It doesn't use gold to make them. And look at this. What the hell? Blacksmith. That's a damn it. I said blacksmithing. That's a button. Everything else that says golden scale requires gold bars to craft. The golden scale bracers? No, you don't need gold scales. I mean, you don't need gold bars. But now, in Classic Plus, you do need gold bars. So yes, you need 1 gold bar and 3 steel bars to craft golden scale bracers. And 2 solid heavy grinding stones. Somewhere in blacksmithing. Here it is. Blacksmithing recipe. Blacksmithing plan changes. Golden scale bracers will require 2 less steel bars to craft, but also require 1 gold bar to craft. It's supposed to be made of gold, so it'll need to require gold to craft. It's supposed to have golden scale, so it'll need to require gold to craft. searing, golden. Paste here. Cut, paste. Made golden scale bracers require 2 less steel bars, but also require 1 gold bar to craft. Next up, the amount of enchanting required to disenchant green items shall be as follows. I'm finally getting around to defining it instead of just Seasons of Burning Crusade numbers. So, where the hell did I put this? New items called Star Stick. It'll cause more socialization. Yes, all disenchantable items now require a minimum enchanting level to be disenchanted. It'll cause more socialization to occur. Okay, making enchanters wealthier. But that's not like that. It's for socialization. Anyway, item level equals 1 to 15. 1 to 15 items. 1 plus skill. Item level equals 16 to 20 items. Item level equals 21 to 25 items. Item level equals 26 to 30 items. Item level equals 31 to 35 items. Item level equals 36 to 40 items. Item level equals 41 to 45 items. Item level equals 46 to 50 items. Item level equals 51 to 55 items. Item level equals 56 to 60 items. And then item level equals 61 to 65 items. 65 is the absolute maximum, don't forget. Oh, that's right. I forgot the rank 15 weapons are actually item level 71 epics because they're pseudo legendaries. So only high elves will get to disenchant them. Oh, whatever. Who the fuck's gonna disenchant that shit anyway? Who the fuck is gonna do that? No one, that's who. And if you do, you can just buy another, wait, no, you can't buy another one, you have to do a quest for it. Whatever, who the fuck's gonna do it anyway? Actually, no, I'll just make it a special exception. Rank 15 items will require 330 enchanting skill to disenchant, just like legendary weapons. Anyway, and no, you can't get 330 enchanting, you can only get 315, and that's as a high elf. Who gets plus 15 unit enchanting. Anyway. Level 16, I have level 16. 20 stuff will require 15 plus skill to disenchant. 15 plus skill. I want to give people some leeway in case they don't get many green items before they get to medium enchant, before they get to journeyman enchanting. Level 21 to 25 items. I'm level 40 plus skill. I'm level 21 to 25 items. I'm level 26 to 30 items. You're going to need 65 plus skill. For item level 31 to 35 items, you're going to need 90 plus skill. For item level 36 to 40 items, you're going to need 115 plus skill. For item level 41 to 45 items, you're going to need 140 plus skill. For item level 46 to 50 items, you're going to need 165 plus skill. Chat. No. Item level 51 to 55 items, 190 plus skill. Item level 56 to 60 items are going to need 215 plus skill. And item level 61 to 65 items are going to need 240 plus skill. These skill requirements are grouped by what kinds of enchanting regents you get from the items and the quantities of enchanting regents you get from the items, which in vanilla were grouped in batches of 5 item, in bunches of 5 item levels, in groups of 5 item levels. For example, an item level 56 green would always give you the same enchanting regents as a level 60 green that gets disenchanted. These are item levels, by the way. No, wait, actually, yeah, these are character levels too. Character levels. Yeah. And I'm referring to character levels here, not item levels. Anyways. And for another example, a character level 27 green would always get the same enchanting regents disenchanted as a as a character level 30 green, better character level 31 green to give better enchanting regions. And so store more of them. Anyway, he knows that 240 plus skill is the maximum here. However, this is just for green items. Blue items will require an additional, 60 enchanting to be disenchanted. Enchanting skill. Wait, no, 30. 30 disenchanting skill to be disenchanted, while epic ones will require an additional 60 enchanting skill to be disenchanted. Which means that item level 65 epic items require 300 enchanting to be disenchanted, and legendary items and rank 15 weapons will require 330 enchanting skill, which is unattainable, to be disenchanted. Copy. Campfires will get rid of the E there. Okay. Paste. Redefine enchanting skill level requirements to be able to disenchant stuff. Okay. Redefined. Now, next page of notes. This is a short one. Iron Vine breastplate, gloves, brandwood helm, silver vest, and gaze and brace will now require black lotus oil instead of blood vine to craft. So it'll be I love 63 character level 58 blue items instead of raid epics. Iron Vine breastplate. I'm just gonna actually not combine this all into one denotation and spread it across sections. Okay. Blacksmithing. Iron Vine breastplate and gloves will require your black lotus oil instead of blood vine to craft, and so they'll be eyeball equals 63 blue items instead. They and the rest of the iron, they'll be eyeball 63 blue items of character level equals 58. Instead of eyeball equals 63 epic character level 658 epic items. Copy. Golden scale. Now, letterworking. Bramblewood helm. Just Bramblewood helm. Bramblewood helm. Oh. Onyxia scale. $3.58. I'm gonna do that later, but I'm just doing that right now while I remember. I'm gonna actually do the change proper later, but I'm just doing it right now while I remember it. Anyway, Bramblewood helm will require black lotus oil instead of blood vine to craft, and so it'll be an IMO equals 63 character equals 58 blue item instead. Oh, I forgot to explain why this is suddenly turning into a blue item. Bloodvine is a material from a 40-man raid that is Zul'Gurub, which is no longer a 20-man raid. All raids are tier 1 now, and offer the same level of rewards. Let's see here. I forgot to go to space here too. I guess it did. Oh no, wait. It's weird. Whatever. So yeah, Zul'Gurub is a 40-man raid. Instead of requiring 40-man raid mats, it's gonna have pretty high quality compared to stuff that to most stuff that doesn't. Anyway, instead of a eye level equals 63, character level equals 58 epic item, seeing as how it won't require 40-man raid mats to craft. Rainbow at home. Goes around the thing for Warbear harness. Scroll back up to Ironvine stuff. Put the extra bit of explanation there. Ironvine. Up here. Okay. Copy. Paste. Ironvine. Paste. Okay, now down to tailoring. Sylvan Vest and Gaia's Embrace will now require Black Lotus Oil instead of Bloodvine to craft, and so they'll be eye level equals 65. Eye level equals 60, character level equals 58. Blue items instead of eye level equals 63. Character level is 58. Epic items. Seeing as how they won't require 40-man raid, massive craft. Copy. Let's see if they. Copy. Scroll down to tailoring changes. All the fucking way down here. Got lucky with the scrolling. Paste. Scroll up too far. I want to get a black space again. Replace this it with a they. Okay, good. Dark Iron Reaver and Destroyer will be turned into level 63 character level 58 blue items that require no raid master craft. Because I don't want orcs to have access to pre-raid epic axe, seeing as that they have 2 major damage dealing racials. Physical damage dealing racials. Not just axe spec, but also Blood Fury. Humans get Sword and Mace spec, while orcs get Axe spec and Blood Fury. They can get 2 things instead of 1. And then trolls get Berserking, and ogres get 5% straight, well, minus 5% agility, and night elves get 5% agility. And high elves actually don't get much. They get minus 5% damage, but plus 5% crit. Minus 5% direct damage, that is. Anyway. High elves don't really get a buff, but night elves, ogres, and humans and trolls do. Well, ogres get 2 buffs. And orcs gets 2 bonuses. But it's mostly just orcs and humans. Because weapon skill is so much better than everything else. Except Berserking and Blood Fury. Those are actually comparable weapon skill, I guess. Because fucking cooldowns, that's why. Anyway, Dark Iron Reaver and Destroyer. Dark Iron Reaver and Destroyer will no longer require. Hold on here. Dark Iron. Items. Item level. Again. Fuck. Okay. Fiery cores, lava cores. Okay, no longer require fiery lava cores to craft. Fiery cores or lava cores to craft, and so they'll I don't want orcs having access to a craft and easily obtainable epic endgame epic axe. Auto equals over 52 plus 5 over 57 epic axe. Since they, I'm just gonna forego that explanation there. I want part of what I'm trying to do with this Classic Plus thing is to make epic items actually be epic. All epic items actually be epic. At least the ones you can equip and write on. And the less relatively easily obtainable epics there are, the less of those there are in the game, the better. I don't want people who do not do 40-man raids to be able to get too many character level 58 plus epics. I have level 63 or higher epics. Really. Copy. Iron Vine. Paste. Okay, now then. Made Iron Vine, breastplate, Iron Vine, gloves, bramble, wood helm, Sylvan, vets, and Gaia's embrace require black lotus oil. By the way, black lotus is crafted with one black lotus and one crystal vial. One black lotus oil instead of blood vine to craft. And so be blue items instead of epic items. Made dark iron destroyer and reaver. No. And dark iron reaver no longer require 40 fiery / lava cores to craft, and so be blue items instead of epic items. Now then, all items that acquire varied mastercraft will not only be I level 63 character level 50 epic items. Formerly I had it be I level 65 character level 60 epic items, making them not be welfare 40-man gear. Don't forget to also change the item levels for the jewel crafting trinkets. First, I'm going to change those jewel crafting trinkets. And the tortoise is now made of solderite instead of It's now called solderite tortoise instead of arcanite tortoise. Arcanite tortoise. Okay. 8, 63, solderite. Copy. Paste. Cut, paste, renamed Arcanite Tortoise to Solderite Tortoise. Okay, now the actual item level changes I just mentioned. So it's all the way back up in past here. Up here, okay. The raid mats to craft. Okay, this goes here. Okay, 63, 58. Wait. Yeah, okay. So there's no crafted light obsidian belt is a blue item, isn't it? Light obsidian belt. Yes, this is a blue item. Damn. Okay. All blue gear that requires ZG or AQ raid mats and slash or AQ raid mats to craft will be turned into item 63 character level 58 epic items. All craft epic items. Period. Except for Sulfuron Hammer, which will be item level 65, character level 60, and item level 65. I can just copy, paste. Okay. Made all crafted epics that require raid mats to craft be eyeball equals 63 and character level equals 58. Remember to make blue items that require AQ mats to craft be item level equals 63 and character level equals 58. Epics. Oh, yeah, epics. Okay, good. Consider making Frostwolf with sword pack and 68, not put other trinkets in cooldown and not incur other trinket cooldowns. Trinket cooldown. Let me see here. I'm gonna review what I did of trinkets here. Using, equipping, or unequipping a trinket will put all trinkets in the game that are not teleports or jumper cables on cooldown for the duration of the trinkets. Use trinkets cooldown. This will prevent min-maxing, using equipping or unequipping. This will prevent min-maxing from getting out of hand in certain ways they're better off not knowing about. Geez, so do I want to do this? Yeah, actually, I do want to do this. Teleporters, AV trinkets, or jumper cables on cool. Okay, yeah. Good. Period. Made AV trinkets, not put other trinkets on. Wait. Using, equipping, or unequipping a trinket. that isn't a teleporter, AV trinket, or jumper cables. We'll do that. A trinket with an on-use effect. It's in the teleporter, AV trinket, or jumper cables. Okay, now it describes much better than before. Using, equipping, or unequipping a trinket with an on-use effect that is in the teleporter, all-track valid trinket, or jumper cables. We'll put all trinkets in the game that are not teleporters, all-track valid trinkets, or jumper cables on cooldown for the duration of these trinkets cooldown. This will prevent min-max from getting out of hand in certain ways they're better off not knowing about. Okay, good. Copy, paste. Redefine how trinkets put other trinkets on cooldown. See section number 3, items, under proc/on use changes for more information. Okay, good. Now then, the bit about Flask enabling spellbook locations is too many enter keys. Fix it. Wait a second. Hold on. I already did that. But did I find a thing of professions? There's an extra enter key somewhere here. Oh yeah, now I remember. One of the enter keys are just double enter key. There's the extra enter key. Okay, good. I found it. Oh yeah, so I already did the enter key fix. The parts about true silver train stores and green lenses under engineering product changes belong to engineering schematic changes. Okay. So I just go up here, cut, paste, green lens, cut, paste. Easy as that. Okay. Consider moving Dark Move Fair cards to 40 man rays and turning your trinkets into level 65 character level 60 epics. That's something I'm just going to put in here. Consider turning the DMF cards into level 65 character level 60 epics that whose cards are obtained exclusively from 40 man raids, excluding world bosses. Save. Alright, I'm done changing the document for now. Now I'm going to put this up in a change log. Cut. Paste. Cut. Paste. Fucking. Paste again. Delete this. Fucking words format. Okay. Cut. And paste. Now copy here and paste there. Delete, save, and save. Okay, good, I'm done. Alright, see you next time.